For the very end, I would like to welcome our keynote speaker, Lejla Zukic-Krivdic. She has more than 20 years of professional experience and has a career path from developer and tech consultant to sales leader in international environments, such as USA, UK, Croatia, Bosnia and Herzegovina, Slovenia and Germany. She will be talking about leadership in times of change. Big applause for Lejla.
Thank you. Dear all, I'm so happy to be today with you. So I would like to talk to you about leadership and culture in times of change. It would be great if we can go to the presentation. Excellent. We live in unprecedented times. We are living through a period of historic, economic, geopolitical, social change. At the moment, inflation is at 40 years high. Supply chains are stretched. Unfortunately, we still have a war in Ukraine. So there is a lot of uncertainty around us. At the same time, we are entering a technological era, and we are in position to have great advancements with technology to every sector in the economy. So we are in the amazing industry, in IT industry. Individuals and companies are increasingly looking to technology to help them evolve. To help actually emerge stronger with use of technology. The pace of change in technology is enormous. So one day you are in, the other day you are out. So in my opinion, the difference between companies that will be able to evolve are the ones whether they will be able to adopt technology and whether they will be able to transform all their processes, all their functions using technology. Technology is the only deflationary force in the inflationary economy. So if you think about in the next coming years, technology as a percentage of the world's GDP will double from today 5% to 10% and beyond. And technology is actually moving from cost center to infusing all functions, all processes of every organization. So all industries, from telecommunication, retail, logistics, health, education, all industries are looking to technology to help them transform and to emerge stronger. So we can really talk, and over the last few years, we have talked a lot about digital transformation. You have probably heard a lot about the fourth industrial revolution, but now we can even call digital imperative. So with the huge opportunity that we have with technology, it really comes also huge responsibility. If we don't treat people well, if we don't treat planet well, we will lose trust of people. We can even ask ourselves a question whether there is a social component of the business. And recently, I have read a definition stating that the social purpose of the business is to create profitable solution for the challenges of the world, of the people and the planet. So if you think about, first of all, it is really important to be profitable. So we need to have profitable business to actually answer on the ask of our stakeholders. At the same time, also, it is important that we are solving challenges of the people and the planet. It is really important not that we are in the business, that we are not creating the new problems, but really to solve problems of the world. And I have just heard also in the previous session talking about sustainability. It is really important that we make sure and not create problems to our planet, but make sure that we address the sustainability. And again, with technology, we can help in that direction. Trust is also the emerging topic. So if people don't trust technology, if they don't trust companies behind technology, they will not use technology. And when I'm saying trust, I really think all the spectrum from privacy, security, responsible use of AI, transparency. Also, very important thing is cybersecurity. In today's world, there are so much threat. And what is interesting, we don't have enough talents to fill all open roles to address cybersecurity. And I would also like to talk a bit about workforce trends, and hopefully I will learn. Excellent. So I managed to move. Talking about workforce trends. And the first one is war for talents. So thinking from Microsoft perspective, we used to fight to get the best talent with usual suspects, with Amazon, with Facebook, with Google. That was in the past. Today, we are actually fighting not only with the Fortune 500, we are also fighting with top ISVs. We are actually fighting with every organization because everybody is looking for the digital talent. Also, we are going to have a rapid transformation of the work and skills. So only in 10 years from now, 70% of the jobs will be different. So we all need to become lifelong learners if we want to stay relevant. Diversity and inclusion, and I would not even call it a trend, it is really imperative. So we will really need to be able to attract diverse talent and also to have environment where everybody will feel included, where everybody will be able to realize a full potential. Very interesting, at least for myself, in next 2 years, only in the next 2 years, millennials will have actually 75% of the workforce. And millennials are very often more driven by culture, by purpose than by money. And also, very often, they don't really want to have full-time job from 9 to 5. They are really thinking and more attracted by part-time jobs or project-based jobs. So yes, we live in a very complex environment. From a crisis that is happening, from huge opportunities that is for us in the technology, responsibility, as well as changes in the workforce. So to be able to address all those challenges and all those complexity, leadership actually matters today more than ever. At Microsoft, we have developed, through our experience, 3 leadership principles, and they really resonate with myself. So they are create clarity, generate energy, and deliver success. So creating clarity is the most important attribute we expect from great leaders and great managers. So while our teams might be able to go through the path, when a path is defined, when there is no path, they're really looking through leaders. So we as leaders, we need to create clarity where none exists. And we are not, it is not leadership if we come to situation that is by design ambiguous and uncertain and then create confusion. We really need to create clarity where none exists. And from my experience, what it means creating the vision for your team, creating strategy, creating plan with your, for your team. It's very important to be strategic and also simple. So simple that your team is able to digest and understand this. Also, one of the learnings I have, it is communication. At the beginning, when I just became manager, I thought if I communicate once my vision, my strategy to the team, that is enough. So perhaps in some ideal world that would work like that, but in reality is you really need to communicate, communicate, communicate. You need to beat the drum so many times so it will be top of mind for your teams. While creating clarity is really the most important trait we expect from our leaders, it is not the only one. Being passionate, being enthusiastic about what you do is a very important attribute. So we need to be optimistic. We need to instill optimism and positive energy in our teams. We need to install the confidence that they can be successful. And to be able to generate energy for our teams, we need to start with ourselves. So we need to take care of our own energy. And I know that all of you have so many roles in life. I can start with myself. I am a mother of two teenager sons. They make sure I'm never bored. Of course, I am wife, I am daughter, I have two brothers, I'm colleague, a friend. So to be able to play so many roles in life, it is very important for myself to keep my energy high. Of course, that means to have a healthy diet, to exercise on the regular basis, to have enough sleep. So make sure that your physical energy is on the right level. Also, it means that you understand what are the things that energize you, that you love to do, so that it will be able to uplift your mood and make sure that you do those things on a regular basis. The other thing, it is very important to be able to disconnect yourself from your everyday work. At the beginning of my career, and I started my career actually as a developer, I thought when there are a lot of work, the best thing for myself to do is to work harder, to work more hours. So it was a period of time when I used to work 12, 13 hours a day. And then as I was developer, I was always passionate about technology. Then I started investigating a number of lines of code I wrote in the week when I was really doing so crazy hours with the week when I was doing this normal, let's say 40 hours a week. And what I have realized, the number of lines were more or less the same. So obviously, although I was working so hard because I was tired, my efficiency and productivity didn't go up. Actually, it stayed the same. So although it is counterproductive, if we want to be more efficient, if we want to be more productive, we should disconnect from our work. And only if we manage to take care of our own energy, yes, then we can create energy with our teams. So what is very important from my experience, actually show to your team that you care. Be close to your team. Understand what they want. Understand what motivates them, what drives them, what is their career aspiration, and make sure to support it. Also, when I say care, on one hand, yes, it is important to recognize a great work they are doing. It is important to say thank you. As a manager, as a leader, also it is important to give promotion, not wait till person come and ask for promotion. Give promotion if you believe they deserve it. That is really important. At the same time, it is equally important to give constructive feedback. Ask them what they could have done differently, even for the greater impact. So really push them outside of the comfortable zone and enable them to learn and grow. So if you do the first two things right, create energy, create clarity, generate energy, success should come. And as a leaders, as a managers, we need to create success regardless of the circumstances. So we really need to believe and we need to instill confidence in our teams that there is solution and path forward to any problem. So we need to be able and coach our teams to overcome any challenge. And of course, it is not always easy. I'm sure it always be some kind of trouble, some kind of problem, some kind of challenges. And leadership, to be frank, would be piece of cake if, let's say, 1 month back, our competitor didn't launch a new product, or if a hurricane didn't block supply of our product. Still, as the leaders, we need to find the path how to move forward. So you cannot really think about, now I'm waiting for the perfect weather, I'm waiting for the perfect alignment of the stars, and then you will see my brilliance. It doesn't really work like that. We need to deliver success regardless of the circumstances. The other thing that is really important, it is culture. And at Microsoft, we have done significant transformation of the culture, and it is based now on the notions that we called growth mindset. So with these motions, we actually believed that everybody is able to learn and grow. And this transformation really helped us to transform from the company know it all to company learn it all. There is, I'm not sure if you have heard about growth mindset. It is actually theory developed by Carol Dweck. She is a psychology professor at Stanford University. She has done so much research regarding the mindset. And for me, she has written also the book. It's really amazing book. It is also telling you how you should raise your kids and how you should actually praise your kids. And how you can, with the way how you praise your kids, how you can influence whether they will develop fixed mindset or growth mindset. So if you have fixed mindset, then you believe that potential is predetermined, and then intelligence and talent is everything. Versus, if you have a growth mindset, you believe that potential is something to be developed, and you really think intelligence and talents is only starting point, so hard work is the education, and dedication is something that will help you develop your potential. Okay, so there are here, as you can see, I'm very enthusiastic about growth mindset versus fixed mindset. So I really wanted to share with you a few examples what it means, a difference between fixed mindset and the growth mindset. So if you have a fixed mindset, actually you believe you are avoiding challenges. You don't want to try new things because you always want to look smart. Your job is somehow to show how smart, how intelligent you are. Also, you are giving up easily. You don't like failures. You are not searching and asking for the feedback. And you are threatened by success of others. On the other hand, if you have a growth mindset, then you are asking for challenges because you want to try new things. You are thinking, if I fail fast, I will also learn fast. Also, you are actually asking for feedback. You understand and treat feedback as a gift because feedback will help you to further learn and grow. And you are not threatened by success of others, quite opposite. Actually, you are inspired by success of others and you learn from success of others. Actually, I want to also give you one example from that book about growth versus fixed mindset. It was research, and the interviewer asked students what they will do if they fail on the exam and also got a parking ticket. So people with fixed mindset, they said that means they are losers, that means the whole world is against them, that the whole world is there to go against them. On the other hand, people with fixed mindset, they said, I will learn more for next exam, and also I will park more carefully. So for me, that was really interesting. Now talking about, sorry, I should actually go back one slide. Growth mindset is enabler of performance. So as I said at the very beginning, as we all know, the world today at the end of 2022 is so different compared to the world in 2019. So we really don't know what future will bring us. We don't know what opportunities, what challenges tomorrow will bring us. So we do need and we will need to try new things. We will need to create new business. We will need to drive new revenue models. And it is why it is so important to have and adopt growth mindset. So it is really important not to be afraid to try new things. So we as leaders, we need to encourage our teams to try new things and actually think about both success as well as failure as a teaching moment. So with that, I would say that growth mindset is really what is helping us as leaders to create clarity, generate energy, and deliver success. I really love quotes, so I wanted to close with this quote that is telling us that all of us has so much hidden inside, and we as a leader should really create the environment where everybody should be able to realize their full potential. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Lejla, for such a great presentation. I think it was truly insightful, and I personally like the most the part about fixed versus growth mindset. I think it's really important. Now we're going to move on to the quick Q&A session, so if you have any questions, please raise them now.
Thank you very much for insightful presentation. My question would go in direction of, you said you have been a developer yourself.
Yes.
And currently, I'm kind of exploring the topic of developing sustainable technologies. So not technology for sustainability, but rather because I was, for example, shocked with an information how much CO2 I produce by just sending an email. Because I have a feeling that we as society think as soon as we make it digital, it's sustainable,
Exactly.
but that's not true. So what do you think
Yes.
about that? And what's Microsoft doing?
No, I think it's really great. It's really great question. And we actually have commitment by 2030 to be CO2 actually negative. So this is our commitment. And this is amazing what you just said, that we really need to think about of our actions and how we influence society. So I mean, I would love if there is something so that tell us if I eat meat today, or if I eat fish, if I eat vegetables, what that means for our planet. I think that would be really amazing. We as Microsoft, we are actually developing systems to help industries, help organizations to realize their impact on the planet. However, I think it would be something great that we can develop for all of us individuals.
Yes, we have a question here.
I mean, regarding the learning, it is something that I have adopted when I was a kid. So my father was constant learner. So he was professor, he's a doctor also, he was professor in the university. So if I recall myself as a kid, it was always so many books around myself. So probably I learned from him to be constant learner. And regarding the women and the leadership and in general business, first of all, I think that no one should tell us what we can do or what we cannot do. That is the first advice that I would like to give. Actually, not only women, but anyone. Yes, of course, it was a situation when you can see that somehow the moment they see you, they lose trust in you. At the same time, for me, it was always motivating even more to show how wrong they are. So for me, that was always giving me the energy to prove that they are wrong. And they are, definitely.
Yes, a question over there.
Thank you for your thank you for your presentation. My question would be about the culture you mentioned. How do you preserve the culture and energy within an organization who is expanding like constantly or maybe exponentially?
It is very important to making sure that you have buy-in of all managers, of all leaders. So yes, at Microsoft in 2014, we got amazing leaders. Satya Nadella, you probably know, he's very, very different than the previous leader. However, what is really important that we all go through all levels organization, to the managers, and making sure that they have buy-in. So this is, and what I mentioned during the presentation, communicate. So this is, I would say, probably one of the biggest learnings I have as a manager, as a leader. You never underestimate how many times you need to repeat some of the things and constantly actually ask your team to see whether they have the same understanding as you. So I would say communication is so critical.
Do we have any other questions? Okay, if that's it, big thank you, Lejla.
Thank you so much. I really enjoyed to be here.